Just a quick update before we go into the tutorial. When I started filming this small house, I had put the base the wrong way around. As you can see at the bottom, some of like the glue is still there, where I glued the house on this side of the base and not this side. So when I went to put the pumpkins onto the base, they were covering the door when they were this side. So if you want your pumpkins to cover the door, glue that side. But I recommend doing it the right way, where the holes for the pumpkins are on your right if you're looking at the base. So yeah, just before you jump into this, I'm going to be gluing this the wrong way around. So yeah, make sure you do it the right way. Don't listen to old me, listen to me. I'm using any kind of wood glue. Today I've chosen Gorilla Glue, and I'm using a matchstick to dab the glue between the spaces. I just have a piece of paper with a bit of glue ready. You want to make sure you have all your pieces before you start. You have your base, the front of the house, the back of the house. You have the two sides. You should have the two front parts, front and back of the roof, the two sides of the roof. You should have 6 pieces of like the shingles. You should have a like pointed topper of the roof. You should have 2 spider webs that have complete edges, and then you should have 1 spider web that has the incomplete edges, because that will fit within the parts of the roofs. It'll make sense once it's put together. So I'm going to put all the, and you should also have a pumpkin, a front door, and then a bunch of the little pieces that can fit anywhere. So I'm going to put all the roofing parts aside. We'll start with the base and the house. I've already got a little bit of glue ready. So what you should do is take a dab of glue, and what you want to do is just poke it in between the gaps. Don't need a lot, just need a little bit. I'll flip it round. Dab the glue between that side. And I put a bit of glue on the base of the house, a tiny bit on the pegs. Make sure to get a little bit on the sides of the, I guess I call them pegs, I'm not sure what to call them. I don't like to put any on the front because the wood can, the glue can like seep through. I'll pop that one aside. Put a little on the base, a little on the backs. Do again on the other side piece. A little bit on the insides, on the back of the piece. And then you need to make sure that you do not glue the very top. So if we count the pegs, that will slide into the sides. You've got to make sure you do not glue the top pieces, otherwise the hinge will glue shut and you won't be able to open them. So what I do is I avoid gluing any part of by here, and I just glue in between the 3 small gaps. And then a bit on the base. A bit on what will be the inside. And then you're going to construct your house. So make sure the windows are facing outwards. I've done that the wrong way. You want to put the smaller side, because it's curved, towards the back. Like so. Make sure the house is on the right side, the window is on the right side. And when you've got the 4 sides together, you just press them into their holes. Make sure there's no glue sticking out. You can see there's a bit of glue there. So just wipe it off. Just using my nails. No, it shouldn't. And there we go. That's the front of the house done. Now I'm going to put a bit more glue on it. I'm going to put a bit more glue in between some of those points. Top one's fine. Just didn't feel enough, so we'll add a bit more glue on the rest of them. Just slide it in. There we go. That feels a bit nicer. You can use the matchstick just to wipe some of the excess glue away. Now for the roof, we've got a jagged and a flat piece, so the flat piece goes at the back and the jagged piece fits at the front. What you want to do is you want to dab a little bit of glue into these pegs here. You want to rest and put thread the hole into the top peg of the house. What I like to do is I like to rest them on top of the house. Dab a little more glue. onto these pieces. Be careful not to glue the rest. And then you want to just carefully place them make sure they match. Want to get the rest of your roof pieces, and then just decide how they want to overlap. They all fit in the same places, so just want to make sure that the patterns kind of create like an interesting array. So that's all the let's say that one and that one in the middle. Yeah, that looks nicely. So we'll arrange them like that. And then we'll dab some glue either side. And into these gaps. And put a little bit onto the tabs as well. Do the same on the front. And then a little bit at the top. Then we work from the bottom. Just slide them into position. And just wiggle it a little bit to make sure they fit. There we go. Then the last two slot through those two spikes. They should poke up at the top. And then we get a tiny bit more glue inside the two gaps on the railings, and then that just slots into those two parts. And there we go. Should just test the hinge, just in case any glue got in there, but it seems like it's worked okay. Gonna get a little more glue. Want to glue the door on first. Or you can leave it, you don't have to. But I think it looks better with the door. Just shift it over until you're happy with it. And then dab some glue onto the back of your skeleton tabs. I like to put some on the sides as well. And then just slot them into the remaining holes. Oh, make sure you glue the base the right way, because I just had to tear it off. Make sure that your base is facing this side so that the pumpkin can rest away from the door. Don't glue it that side, glue it that way. And then grab your your spider web, dab a little in places, make sure to not go too thick. And slide that into position. So that it touches your roof. That should still close nicely. Can be a little. There we go. That works fine. And then as for all these parts, you can fit them wherever you like. You can put the web here, you can put it on the roof, put it on the base behind. The only thing I recommend doing is making sure that you don't glue the hinge shut. So you don't want to, like, say, put it here and then glue by there, because then it probably won't close. So I recommend making sure that the spider web is down the bottom or way out the way on the roof. And the same for the wooden planks. Just place them wherever you like. You glue them there, you glue them here. You can put them over to the top of the holes, like by there. I just don't recommend them going across the spots where you need it to open.